So yet again, the Patriots are in the Super Bowl. And it feels like my whole life, or at least my whole football watching life, so let's say around the time I was 7, because that's when the Giants won the Super Bowl in 2007, when I was 7. So yeah, let's start at 07 there. It feels like the Patriots are always in the Super Bowl. So, you know, just I don't buy that underdog stuff, alright? I don't buy that underdog stuff from the Patriots. But yeah, let's talk about this game because wow, it was a really, really good game. Both games today were so good. If you guys didn't see my Rams-Saints game reaction, go check that out. But yeah, both games today were amazing. Obviously, both games went into overtime, and such a treat, you know? This is like Christmas Eve to me. Like, the Super Bowl is Christmas Day, but the championship games are like Christmas Eve because, you know, you still have 2 games to watch. You still have more than 1 game to watch on a Sunday, and you kind of still get that, you know, full day of football, and you know the Super Bowl's not there yet, so you know it's not the last game of the year yet, but, you know, I don't know, it just feels like Christmas Eve to me. Comment down below if the championship Sunday feels like Christmas Eve to you too. So, yeah, back to the game, just it was very similar almost to the Rams-Saints game where you had the young team, or the young quarterback team in the Chiefs, kind of have a slow start, go down by a few scores early, 14-0 early, and come back and really force the game to go into overtime. Patrick Mahomes, similarly to Jared Goff and the Rams offense, they stayed composed and they were resilient. I said that about the Rams too. They were resilient. They fought back. They didn't give up. Yes, the Chiefs were at home, so it's a little bit easier, I would say, but really, Patrick Mahomes, he did hang in there even though he didn't have a great start, or that whole offense didn't have a great start for the Chiefs. And they hung around and obviously forced that game to go to overtime, especially those last 2 drives, to get in there and score that touchdown. And then with just honestly seconds left and 1 timeout, they drove down that field and were able to hit that game-tying field goal. I mean, that was just crazy. And Patrick Mahomes, we all know this, he's going to be a stud for a long, long time. It's too bad he's going to go to the Super Bowl this year, but trust me, I don't think he's going to be not going to the Super Bowl for, well, that's a weird way to phrase it, but let me just say, I think he's going to be going to a lot of Super Bowls, and I don't think we're going to be saying, oh, he's missing the Super Bowl much in the future. But yeah, Brady, I mean, you just know, when that coin was flipped and it was heads, and the Patriots took the ball, it's just like, oh, here we go again. Brady's going to come out and just win this game from them. Patrick Mahomes, he didn't get to touch the ball in overtime. He didn't get a chance to do anything with the ball in overtime. And maybe if the Chiefs did have the ball first, I don't know, maybe the Chiefs could have won. Though that game was so, I think, revolved around the offenses. The defenses aren't great, but the quarterbacks are just studs, obviously. And I think that game really did come down, I want to say, to that coin flip. I don't know. I feel like you think Brady's going to do it more than Mahomes just because of Mahomes' young age and whatever, and Brady, you know, that's vintage Brady right there. But I don't know, if the Chiefs would have won that coin flip, I wouldn't count out Patrick Mahomes winning that game. It's just, woo, wow, I was kind of shocked at the end. Just the Chiefs had them at 3rd and 10 multiple times and just couldn't get the stop, and just Brady makes it happen. And Julian Edelman, I mean, he had a little patch during the game there with on the punt return. It was said he touched it at first and the Chiefs recovered, but then, you know, the review said he didn't touch it, and then I think 1 or 2 plays later, he went up to catch the ball on a pass from Brady, and it went off his fingers and was intercepted. I mean, he had a rough little go there, but in overtime, I mean, he stepped up and made huge catches, especially on 3rd down, and yeah, I mean, it's the Patriots, so you expect that to happen. I mean, you expect them to come through in overtime. I don't think Belichick was going to let them get to overtime and then, you know, let the game slip away. But the Chiefs, I think they're going to be back. I think Patrick Mahomes is just going to get better, and it was really fun to watch Patrick Mahomes this season. I think we can all agree on that. Like I said, sad to see him not in the Super Bowl. I thought that would have just been so crazy to see Mahomes versus Goff in that offense. That would have just been crazy. Like the matchup we had earlier this year, that was such a wild finish, such a high-scoring game. I mean, who doesn't love offensive football? I mean, I know I love offensive football, but yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense having the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I feel like we all need that villain. We all need that villain in the Super Bowl. So, yeah, I think there's going to be a good amount of people rooting for the Rams. I know there's probably going to be Patriots fans on this video going like, well, what are you talking about? But yeah, you guys know you're the villains, and you guys probably, you know, embrace that. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Super Bowl's going to be really interesting. You basically got, well, not the rookie, but you got the young guy versus the vet, and coach and quarterback. I mean, McVay versus Belichick, Brady versus Goff. You got the LA young guys and the New England vets, so we'll see what happens. Make sure you guys drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe. Peace out.